What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
What's up?
Good.
How's everyone doing?
Welcome to Monday Nights with Massetti and Friends, Massetti's and Friends. Tonight we've got James, Brian, Trev is here, Kev, Uncle Steve, and we have our guest Garrett Reeve with us. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us and watching. How's everybody doing? James, how you been?
Doing well.
Good. Kev, what's new in your world?
I'm good. Oh, same stuff. Sorry, I just got on. Sorry, I was
Cool.
running a little behind.
Hey, Kenzie.
Kenzie, welcome.
I didn't. Sorry.
Hi, Kenzie.
Bye. Trev, you got a lot going on. What's happening?
Oh, not much. Just a million things going at once, but it's good. Yeah.
You got everything coming together?
What's that?
Everything coming together.
Yeah, we got the ticket booth out there today. We got the water silver bullet thing going. Got boards painted this morning, so tomorrow we'll go put the boards on, and then I got the spline coupler for Thunder, so I got to finish that up. And yeah.
How's the weather supposed to be this weekend?
Sunny and like 80 degrees.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
That's good planning.
So, Trev, while we're still talking to you, why don't you kind of give us the recap of what's going on this weekend, Sunday?
I was going to say there's a lot this weekend. Sunday, we have our pull at Cal Poly. We have all the oh yeah, there's a poster. Tickets are $15 for spectators. That QR code should take you right to the link. For pullers, we feed everybody at like 11 o'clock. The pull starts at 1 p.m. And hopefully it'll be a good show.
Cool. Steve, how are you?
Not too bad. Everything's been pretty good. Work's normal, kind of busy, but it's all right. It's spring break for the kids at the schools we work at, so it's a time for us to make some noise and make some dust. Don't get me wrong, we still do that when they're around, but we try to concentrate it when they're not there. So anyway,
Sure.
But it's everything's pretty good.
Well, good. Yeah, good. Makes sense. So Garrett, the man of the hour, our guest. Thank you for joining us.
Garrett.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Been looking forward to this. So Garrett, we've had the pleasure of watching you grow up and grow into pulling. But for those our viewers that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do every day? Let's start there.
Well, I attend Galt High School, and I'm a junior there. So high school, that takes up a huge portion of my life. And I just recently got this job for this tractor and custom side-by-sides and trailers business that I've been working for about 2 months now. So I've been doing that after school now. And then whenever I can, truck and tractor pulling. I grew up watching my grandpa and my dad do it. And just recently I decided, hey, I have to get in there. That I started going to those since I could remember, and started watching my grandpa and my dad, and we always talked about it. And I always thought I had to get a driver's license. And then when I knew that I got serious into it, I started watching all these big guys from back east, and I said, this is cool stuff. I started seriously talking to my dad and my grandpa about it, and they said, that would be awesome, but first we got to see that you could put the work into it. So if you can at least start going up there and helping and learning to do everything on your own and make it to where your grandpa and your dad weren't there, you could run this by yourself and get it ready. Then we'll start thinking about it. And so I did that. And then when we knew that I was ready, it was a only matter of if Brian would let me without having my driver's license yet, which that was no ease. We went and talked to him and no problem. So I went there and I started up last year. Brian had me to his house and I went practice and went down the track looking like an idiot, humping and jumping everywhere. And went back, changed tire pressure in the gear and went right down the track and I was hooked.
You know, Garrett, we don't say people look like an idiot when they go down the track like that, okay? Because you know it happens. It happens to a lot of people. So we don't want to say they look like idiots. But that was that James's graduation party?
I think so.
Yep.
And it was pretty impressive. Your first pull was a little shaky, but you'd never done anything like that before. And then you let it cool down and you came back and laid down the best pass that truck had seen to that point.
Yeah.
So, and that's not a knock to Grandpa, okay? I'm just saying it was well done.
Yeah, it was hooked. It was awesome.
Yeah. So
And
then you kind of went on a go ahead, Jay.
First competition pull was Stockton, right?
Yes.
And you did well
Stockton.
there. And then it was just uphill from there still throughout the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I laid it down in Stockton. I let my dad beat me still, which it's hard to beat him anyway. That wasn't too much of a knockdown. But then I went over to Weiser with the Belief pulling team up in Idaho. And the first night, I placed first, and the second night, I placed second. And then after that, I went back with you guys. I think the next one was Willits.
I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
the coolest.
Yeah, anyways.
The coolest was Willits. I didn't do too good in Lakeport. Different type of track. Never been on it like that. And so I didn't do too hot. But then we went to Ukiah. And that was, I think, one of my coolest passes because it almost went bad to where I let out and I wasn't going to go anywhere. But I somehow managed to get back into it, and I won the Ukiah for 2020. And
I didn't remember exactly where it was, but I do remember that pass, and it started going the wrong way, and you recovered and saved it, and kind of put a hurting on everybody.
Yeah, that was cool. I'd have to say though, my favorite one was the next weekend in Susanville. It didn't sound like a whole lot of people were going to go, and then all of a sudden we had 10 pro mods in our class, and we went there, and we didn't have the equipment, but all of a sudden we made it happen like MLM always does. Had a bad to the bone track, great time, and went out there and let triple throwdown lay about 25 foot on everyone else.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did. That was a fun trip. You're right. That was
awesome.
Cool. A lot of people there hanging
remember
out,
that one like
camping.
that.
That was a cool one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So outside of pulling, I know you're in high school. What other interests do you have? What else do you do when you're not pulling?
Well, when I'm not in school, I'm always trying to do something to make money. But something fun that I love to do is when hunting season comes around, I love to go up to the duck club with my dad and go hunting with him. And I'd like to see my sibling get into that. But he has a lot of buddies that do that too, and it's always cool to go up there with them. And always good times. It's not just the hunting, but just the hanging out and the great dinners and memories and all that. Good times.
No, you're right. Yeah, spending that time with your dad is pretty awesome.
Yep. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd say
Chris
hunting and what's that?
I don't know if Chris is saying he's been taking it easy on you or what, but
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
know.
that's what it is. Everybody took it easy on old Garrett this year.
yeah,
Sure.
Well, we won't have to worry about that this year.
yeah.
So.
So,
I'd have to say, other than that, though, hunting, I like to hang out with friends and stuff and do the whole normal teenager thing and go to the whatever I can to have fun. But I also like to go up to my grandpa's whenever I can and work on other type of trucks and help him with cattle and hang out with him a lot. there's a lot of cool things we always do up there.
I'd say
Always
that place
something
is
to do.
that place is probably better than Disneyland with all the cool shit he's got up there, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, always something to do.
Yeah. How about football? Still doing that?
Football, I'm not doing it this year. I was having fun with it. I started like 2 years before I got into high school, and I really liked it, and I was pretty good at it. And all 4 of my years, including this year now, my school has fired or gotten rid of the coaches each year, and we've had to have a new program and restart every year.
So a lot of
So this year I
stability.
decided
That's
with getting my job and everything that I'm not going to play football anymore.
Okay.
I wasn't even I never loved enough to where I wanted to go after it my whole life anyways. So yeah, I decided that this year that I was done.
Leaves more time for pulling too.
Oh yeah, going up the
Yeah.
pops. Yeah.
What are you
That's
doing next year, Garrett?
What's up?
What are you doing next year?
What do you mean?
You
Well,
said you're
he's
senior this year, right?
He's a junior,
Oh,
Steve.
You're a junior.
Junior,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
So, but to answer the question, are you going to go to your senior year, or are you just gonna,
Oh yeah.
Time pulling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
have
Hey,
you?
for some
Junior's
people,
pretty
that's
tough.
actually questionable. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some of the one of the most successful guys I know didn't complete high school, and that's my grandpa, Donnie Reeves. So
Yeah. He
Never
worked
know.
his ass off.
He's
yeah.
not doing too shabby. He worked hard, that's for sure.
I asked your grandpa one time. We were at the shop there. This is probably, I don't know, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And I said, "Hey, is this what was this your plan? Was this your dream?" And he says, "Well," he says, "I always knew I wanted a son, and I wanted some acreage, and I wanted, well, I think he said one truck." And I said, "Well, shit, you almost got it. You almost
Yeah.
got your goal there."
Almost. Almost.
I mean, yeah, but it is
Yeah.
pretty amazing that company that your grandpa built with
Yeah.
starting with one truck and just
Yep.
the drive to work hard. That just
Oh
shows
yeah.
if you bust your ass and you don't give up, you can make something.
Oh yeah. And what's really cool is that he had a badass son that was able to take it to limits that not even he thought could happen.
He did follow that up with the growth came from the team that he has, Spike and
Yeah.
Bob and all these other, he said, the young people, the team that's there is what's doing it. But anyways, that's
Oh yeah.
it's definitely impressive. Any thoughts about after high school?
Oh yeah. I think about it every day. The parents wanted me to go to college, and you know I'm already kind of done with high school. I don't really like the whole schooling side, even though I always tried to get the good grade and everything. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I was thinking about going the military route, and I was looking into that. And then I got the bright idea that, hey, maybe I want to fly planes. So I started looking into that, and I'm still am, but I'm thinking that might go the Air Force route. I've been
Wow,
looking a lot
Awesome.
into that lately, and that
that is
that would
awesome.
set me up for sure
Yes.
if I
Yeah.
stuck to that. So I think that's what I want to do.
Well, that's very admirable. So,
That's awesome, Garrett.
it's
Thank
going
you.
to eat into your pulling time,
Yep, yeah,
But
it will cut into
oh,
pulling time, but
but it's
there will
worth
always
it.
all
be
right.
another day for pulling.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Pullen will still be here. And if anybody has ever been friends with Garrett on Facebook or seen anything, he is about as true of an American and a young patriot as anyone
try
could
to
be.
try to be
Um, definitely
try to
admire that.
educate my fellow friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
That's
I
always
think
effective.
I think I think you do a damn fine job. But um, the anybody else have any questions for Garrett?
What's your favorite class to watch, Garrett? It doesn't have to be out here. It could be something like it could be the 2-wheel drives or whatever.
I always thought it was the pro modified class. I thought that was just the coolest. You know, the way they just sag in the rear end when they're hooked up, and that sound that they make. They're just in the 4-wheel drive going down the track. You know, it's just awesome. But lately I've been looking into it and seeing all these past videos of California Mule and Mini Fever back in when my dad and my grandpa did that. And those mini tractors look fun and they look awesome to go down the track. Yeah.
They are
They are
awesome, but
awesome.
Grandpa will tell you about a couple where he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
feel too good afterwards, or one
yeah.
maybe. But
And two-wheel drives look cool with Brant Sullivan's two-wheel drives beautiful. Went and sat in that the other day at a pool, and that was awesome. That would be cool, you know. And watching that class is fun.
yeah, we'll see where
And
that class goes.
I'd say at GSI, you know, I love truck pulling, so all the classes are awesome. But at GSI, those guys that came from New York in that big dog tractor class, that was pretty cool to see those things go down the track too.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. So do you know if you're going to make it this weekend to any pools?
I'm thinking I'm going to make it to Cal Poly.
Okay, cool.
Well, I was going to ask the same question. What's your plan for Cal Poly then? Setup wise, just a thought. I mean, just throw it out there.
The plan's always to win, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. The plan just does not work out.
I think
It
So no
tends
matter
to
what
work
you
out
tell
for you
yourself
more
you're
than
going to do,
most.
it always changes. Sometimes it's just your error. You know, you tell yourself, this is exactly what I'm going to do. And for whatever reason, you do the exact opposite.
Yeah, it happens.
I do that almost every day.
That doesn't just apply to tractor pulling. Yeah.
That's right.
I know that my grandpa is bringing his truck and triple throwdown to Tulare too the day before. And I think he has decided, because I gave the A-OK, I think he has decided that Bob Morrill might be driving triple throwdown at Tulare.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. That'll be good because I think Bobo's still waiting on a motor for his, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I have not talked to him recently, but that's what I've heard last, and that he should have it up and running by June, is what I heard.
Cool. So you'll just come down to Cal Poly Sunday?
Yep.
Cool.
And me and my grandpa were talking about that. So he said that he's gone there before where they do it in a field, but they also last year they did it in, I don't know, an arena or something. Is there a for sure where that's going to be this year?
It's going to be in the field, yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Like I said, every year that farmer doesn't have it ready every year, so sometimes it switches up.
Yeah, in the last 2 years, it's been too wet for us to get out there and set up all the bleachers and stuff. So this year it dried out just enough for us.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And the
so we have
Tulare one's going to be in the one that we just went to, right?
Yes.
Exact same spot. Right on.
Yes. So we've got a pretty good setup for that one. I don't know if you need any help with that or.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was a little short on fuel last time I went there. So.
Yeah, that was a bum deal for both.
If those boys had a little bit bigger fuel tank, we'd have been in trouble on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, let's just be glad they don't.
The other thing is we didn't write anything down, so we have no idea what we did that day.
Just leave it the same,
good news
dude.
is the truck hasn't changed.
Perfect.
Yeah. You don't have to change a thing.
Roll her off the trailer.
Yeah.
Yep. She's ready.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you didn't even write down the part where you siphoned out some of Garrett's fuel?
Oh, yeah.
That part's up here.
No, Steve, that's
yeah. So, I think everybody knows, but what we're talking about is Saturday, this coming Saturday. Max Cackle has at the California Antique Equipment Show, which is at the World Ag Expo grounds in Tulare. There will be a Friday afternoon is an antique tractor pull. Saturday is going to be modified trucks and tractors and stock and diesel pickups. And both days it starts at 3:00. Max Cackle Power Sports, hit them up for all the information. I don't know scale times or anything yet, but that the pulls start at 3:00. So Saturday we'll all be there. And then, of course, Sunday, 1:00 is the Cal Poly 44th annual Poly Royal Truck and Tractor Pull. It is in the Crops Field, Trev, on Bishop Avenue. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, Mount Bishop Road is what it's called.
Mount Bishop Road.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be
Cool.
hard.
Always a great event. A lot of hard work by the students. It's all student run and operated, and all the proceeds go to the scholarship fund for the students. So looking forward to coming down and seeing you guys.
Hey, Trev, you guys do it in the field. Is it because you have more capacity for fans, or is it because you don't want to screw around with like having to redo the arena, the rodeo arena? Oh, okay.
Both, because when we do it in the arena, we stay up till 3 a.m. putting K-rail in the thing because we can't go in till Saturday after the rodeo's done. So we can't start till like 10 o'clock, and then we put all the K-rail in because that's a requirement for Cal Poly. And then,
but also, I mean, for the actual pull, it's better in that field because the track is wider and longer. And
yeah, I'd imagine
and
so.
A little bit less sandy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Just the last couple of years, we've been hammered with rain so much that we couldn't get in the field, and then they sometimes like the overflow from other parts of campus, they have to pump onto that field because supposedly it doesn't run into the creek. So we kind of just get pushed around a little bit, but this year it worked out. So
good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Except now it's on Sunday rather than Saturday, but it'll still be.
Trev, can you answer this question?
Ooh, I'd say it's a mix, but probably Coors Light. That's probably
it's a safe bet around there.
Yeah,
but not on campus and not until after the pool's over.
Of course not, never.
And not unless
only
they're 21.
Over 21 or over.
correct.
Right.
Well, does anybody have any questions for Garrett or anything we missed? Garrett, anything you want to add?
Not really. Just wishing that this season would come a little quicker.
I hear you.
Yeah.
It'll be here before we're ready. But
oh yeah.
Is there anything, Garrett? Oh, go ahead.
I was just wondering, do we know if we're going to have a bigger show up at Tulare this time?
I believe there's going to be at least 3 more than we had last time.
Okay, right on.
So that's 100% increase.
Oh yeah, that's
awesome. Garrett, being young and fresh eyes, do you see anything at events or with the way the whole thing goes that we can or should improve on?
No, I've always kind of made that point when going to MLM pool. I mean, you get spoiled just with the way everything happens, so smooth, and you guys just always taking care of us, you know. Everyone taking care of each other. Not really too much. Not really too much. When we went to the one in Tulare, that was smooth again. Everything was, just pull over the scale, check everything. I love how rules are becoming bigger and bigger over here. Rules are rules, and if you got to change and see through the rules to do good, then you're not a pooler, you know.
Yeah, that's very right. Very right. Thank you. Trev?
There'll be plenty of food there. We'll have lots of tri-tip and garlic bread and beans.
I have always heard that at Cal Poly, it's good eating.
Oh yeah, it's good food. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good, and that's all student done, also, right?
Yep.
Is Owen in charge of that?
No, all
good.
Is.
Okay,
good.
But
no, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, definitely always good tri-tip and all the fixins, and that garlic bread you guys make is pretty damn good. So, well, cool.
Trev, when are you debuting the new little sled?
Well, that's a great question.
Probably not this weekend.
I figured not this weekend. I just meant, do you have a plan? Like, I guess you
No,
have to finish it by the end of the semester, right?
Yeah. That's the goal by the end of the semester, but it's been just on hold for this last.
Sure, with the poll, I get that.
Yeah, but we'll see.
All right.
It's actually, I mean, it's pretty awesome how far it is.
It's pretty much almost done, like fabrication wise. Now it's all the hydraulics and little stuff that we got to get done.
What's the total?
Huh?
What's the total weight of that thing expected to be?
Right around 6,000, 5.5.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be able to stop like side by sides and
Oh yeah.
Kubotas and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That
Kev?
may be the main use for it.
We have no
Yeah.
idea what this thing's going to stop.
It might stop nothing. We don't know.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Well, just from the looks of it, it should be able to stop those.
That's true.
So
I think so. Yeah.
Because there's more of those out than for now, anyways.
It might
wait,
stop
Garden tractor.
I don't know.
But you built it for
That would
garden
be
tractors.
risky.
What's that?
For
What did you built it for
tractors.
garden tractor? Yeah, the garden tractor
Yes.
pullers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
stop probably a small pickup.
I
Hey,
think so.
I got a small pickup.
Yeah.
No.
Is it stainless steel?
Yeah.
No.
Put
We'll
that
see.
some bitch on beast mode. See what it does to Trevor's sled. I'm not gonna hook it up to Brian's sled, but I will hook it up to Trevor's sled.
That could be fun.
That'd be funny. See it just go
Wait,
right
did somebody
through the
ride on
back
it?
of a truck.
Yeah, it's full driving.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, just get a helmet.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
we have a plan.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. Well, this is where we turn it over to James for the highlight of everybody's Monday night.
Before we do that, someone said this earlier. I think we should
Ooh.
keep this in mind. But yeah, it's
parade,
surprising it's
Howie.
Kevin. I think
Well, I mean,
we've
I feel
established that Kevin's kind of
It's
just got a
almost-
sixth sense.
It's been a
I
while
was
since Kevin's
offended.
really cheated.
Trevor's the cheater, but
Did
Anyway,
you
time.
see my-
That's not what the
right there?
screen says.
Yeah, did you see it? It's right there.
what does it say?
Not a cheater.
Not a cheater.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but you wrote that.
Really is.
I didn't write
Dude,
it. It just
It's on the internet. It's true.
exactly. That's a good looking truck right there.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Are we keeping that weight box this year?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Good.
Nice.
I like it.
It's a victory lap this year.
Well, Garrett, I think you've seen the show before, so without being too redundant, we'll just kind of quickly run through the rules here. I'm going to show you all a marketplace listing. You're going to guess the asking price. Closest answer without going over wins. You get 1 point if you're the closest, 3 points if you get the exact answer. And Garrett, if you win, you are going to get yourself a GSI t-shirt.
Awesome.
I'm glad you pulled that one up.
He's starting to keep.
Yeah, we will put we'll put Kevin first, but we also would
Every time.
invite the audience to play along and see if you do pretty well, you might get on the show next time. But this first listing here is a 96 F-250. It's got a 510 big block Chevy with a Chevy frame. It's on 36s. It's in the pro stock class. It says it's a champion. I'm not sure of which series, but it is a champion of something. It's
It
got
doesn't
6
matter.
runs on this motor and Dana 60 front, 106 rear, aluminum hubs, locker in the front, pretty standard stuff. But it's a pro stock. So, why don't we'll take some audience input here. And Kev, why don't you go first?
I'll go first. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I would say it's like a complete truck, huh? Maybe
It looks like it.
what could that cost? I would say $40,000. No, that's $30,000.
30.
Shit, maybe I should have gone 40. Dave said 50.
You're locked in, bro.
What about this one? Dad, what do you think?
Negative 5,500.
I think 47,000.
Oh God.
47. Steve?
I was really leaning towards 45, but I feel like my brother kind of just took away a big chunk of what that bid should get me. I'm going to come in at 45 anyway.
45. Wow.
Yeah, I know I don't leave myself a lot of room below Brian, but
Cheating Trev, what do you think?
I'm gonna go 50.
50?
Yep.
All right, Garrett, before you answer this, are you a Ford guy or a Chevy guy? Because you drive a Chevy, but I mean,
My daily's a Ford.
Ford? Okay.
Oh, so Ford for sure.
Well, what do you think about this hybrid here?
It's a hybrid. You're right.
I'll go 40.
40?
Yeah, 40.
All right.
Man, if it's 40,
Let's see. The audience had 50, 55, negative 5,500.
that's a pretty
bold.
good guess, Chris.
Let's see. Negative 5,500. Nope. 50.
Son of a gun.
On the money. Trevor and Dave Vienendahl both got the dead on correct answer there. Trev, not a great start, not a great look for the
Yeah,
cheater, but
really proving your point there, Trev. Not cheating.
we'll give you the 3 points this time. Subject to change, but we will give it to you. And Garrett, if at any time you think Trevor's cheating, you just say the word and we'll take him off the show completely. He's gone.
Right on.
No, it is your call, Garrett. But this
We
next
just go
one,
like this.
this one,
Oh yeah.
man, this guy's got it out for you, Kev.
No, I think we're buddies though. I don't.
I think if you guys ever met, you'd be like
Oh,
soulmates.
geez. I think
Yeah,
the world
yeah.
would end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be
This
pretty
one
good.
sent to me by the lovely John Spielman. It's an 85 K30. It's kind of a weird truck because he's
Hey,
kind of
James,
marketing
I'll go
it.
first too, but I gotta text John real quick something.
Okay, so you take your time. You take your time. This one's
Just
it's
kidding.
kind of a weird one. It's only got 9,400 original miles, yet
Whoa.
it's clearly not stock. As you can see, it's got a mild lift kit and some bigger tires, but it's powered by a 454 big block. It's got a turbo 400 and a 2.5-ton transfer case. It's got power windows, AC, cruise control, everything you could ever want, pretty much. Zero rust, he says, and it's got a clean title. It runs great. He says he could go drive it to work tomorrow. That would be interesting, but it comes with these big tires and the skinny ones to move it around. We have 80K coming in. That is, I got to say, pretty hot, but who knows? This one, Kev, we'll give you a break. We'll start with Steve.
Okay.
did you notice that the tailgate has like a message on it?
Yeah, it says no drugs, no gangs. That's great.
I mean, this guy's just like,
The original Dare truck.
yeah, he's basically fixing
Oh,
society.
it is a Dare truck. It says Dare on it.
It does say Dare Police, High Pursuit.
Oh, I just
Oh,
said
no, I
that.
want
And
to
then I
pursue
saw
someone
it.
in this. Oh God. Does anyone remember my bid last time? 45. I'm gonna bid 45,000. I might just do that
Whoa.
every round tonight.
That's an interesting strategy.
I probably won't. I was just saying I might.
Kev, we're back to you. What do you think?
I gotta go second.
Yep.
I do like this guy. He called it a K30. Do you know what that means, James?
It's 4-wheel drive and 1-ton. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, dude. Everybody
Yeah.
says C10, all this stuff. They don't know what it means.
No, they don't.
It's a K30.
K30. Yep.
Doesn't help me with the price though. 9,400 original miles, but if he had those tires on it, it's more like 18,000 miles.
It's a good point.
0 rust. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna say
Want to just take a shot?
nope. I'm gonna say okay, $25,000.
25.
I feel like
Okay.
that's a better bet.
Trev, what do you think?
I want to point out the second bullet point there where it says all the stuff is bolted on. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to pull it and restore it back to stock, it's doable.
Yeah, it would
And
be.
then you'd be the envy of square K30 fans everywhere.
Exactly. That's quite the statement.
Yes.
With that, I'm gonna say 36,000.
36.
Yeah.
All right. Garrett, what do we think?
Interesting.
I'll say 40 grand.
40.
Yeah.
Dad?
So I don't know when the first Bigfoot was, but it had to be in the early 80s, right? And this guy,
Started off as a square body, right?
well, but Bigfoot was in the Ford camp. But see, this guy didn't hit it like Bob Chandler did. I don't know what this guy did wrong, but the original Bigfoot was similar to this, and this guy just now he has.
You think
this
he
truck.
built this in 85? He could have been.
Well, I don't know. It looks old as shit. So
I mean,
he's
it's
got a
85.
40-year-old truck that's probably on marketplace for somewhere around $28,000.
You should be looking for it right now.
I'm not. I'm just. Hey man, I got a lot going on my screen now. I see all these comments and shit. If you think I can cheat, you're crazy. I can't keep up with what we got going.
We'll see about
1975.
that.
Well,
Right.
28
The first
is a
Bigfoot.
75.
No, 1975 is when the first Bigfoot was made.
Okay.
Well, 28 is a pretty good guess, I got to say. The correct answer here, 32.5. 28 is going to take it. for the
Nice.
point. I think someone there was pretty close. Well, not really, I guess. But yeah, good job, Dad. That was a good guess.
Thanks.
And this next one, Garrett, I have high hopes for you here, buddy. This is a Sunny motor.
There you
It's
go.
650 cubic inch. Now, I want to preface something. This isn't the pictured motor isn't the one for sale. The guy just didn't list a picture of it, so I just took this from the Sunny's
That's
website.
silly.
So this isn't a new one. This is a used motor. It's got 3 top 5 finishes in Toma. It's won multiple times in Rockwell, Iowa, and got second in Farley 2 years ago. I'm not sure what this means. It says heads 2016, heads updated in 2019. So I don't know if they're 2016 or 2019 or what the hell they are, but something's going on.
I think they're 2016s and they got updated in 2019.
That would be my guess, but I mean, doesn't make too much sense to me. The block has never been windowed, repaired, or sleeved, and or I assume it is sleeved, but I don't know. Sonny's just put in new cam bearings, so it's a lightly used or somewhat fresh Sonny's 650, and that's all I got. Trev, why don't you kick us off here?
I have no idea. I'll say $60,000.
60. All right, Garrett.
I'll say 65.
65.
Ooh, I gotta be close. Man.
Dad.
45.
45.
What'd he say?
That could be interpreted a lot of ways.
Oh, I see.
Steve,
The
what do you
freaking
think?
thing keeps cutting off. But I see what he said. That's not funny.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Whose guess is it?
It's yours, Steve.
Oh, Jesus. I wish I remembered the other bets.
60,
I would like-
65, 45.
Oh, 50, obviously.
Obviously.
Of course,
Dev?
because what other number could it be?
60, 65, 50. I was thinking 50, but
The only way to make this pattern work is if you say 55.
66.
66. It's a good
That
guess.
seems high, though.
Trevor, Garrett, very good guesses. Unfortunately for everybody but Trevor, it was 62. Trevor is going to get
Trevor
1
say?
point there.
60.
He said 60. Garrett said
Yeah,
65.
of course he did.
Both good
Actually.
guesses. But now we're at the
I meant to
halfway
go
point.
1,000 over Trevor's. Damn it.
It happens,
Next
Kev. It happens. Well, unfortunately for everyone, Trevor is in the lead with 4 points. Dad,
Provisionally.
1 point. Everyone else yet to be on the board. But, Trev, there's still opportunity for you to lose these points. So
I'm aware. I'm fully aware.
don't take it for granted.
Yeah,
Don't
take them
make-
away.
All right, this next one here. This one is a Milwaukee pack-out trailer. Kind of
Oh,
interesting
my
here.
God.
So this guy built a trailer, bought every Milwaukee tool, essentially, or every toolbox, crate, accessory, and put it all in this trailer back in February, so 2 months ago, and then decides he wants to get rid of it. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but that's what he did. It's got a mini fridge, a microwave. I think he even said that the trailer has AC. It's got a Keurig and a TV. It's got a generator that comes with it. Plenty of space to continue to grow. The only things, this is important here, the only things that aren't included are the batteries and the tools, which are worth a lot.
I mean, that's half the value of what I was looking at.
Well, this is a snap-on
tools.
guy
They're
for
not included.
Milwaukee.
It's got every
Oh.
toolbox, crate, accessory,
And 0 tools.
but not the tools. So something to keep in mind for sure. But he says it's great for business or personal use, and it's all brand new. It says hasn't even been on the road since completion of building. It kind of makes you think like what went through this guy's head to make him think he needs this and then just sell it the next day.
Do you think
He's a
maybe he
Milwaukee
didn't
salesman.
I think he didn't price out the tools before he built it.
He probably didn't.
Good point.
That's probably why he hadn't bought the tools yet. So
Yeah.
then he
There's
just
like,
realized how
Jesus,
expensive
this was a
is gonna be.
stupid idea.
Yeah. So now you have a trailer with a bunch of boxes. But anyways,
Seems good.
Does it?
Garrett?
How big is the trailer? Is it like? Does this? I mean, it looks like 20, 25
Yeah.
feet, right? But does it
Yeah,
say?
I mean,
Probably a
it's a big
24-foot edge.
yeah,
Mhm.
Okay, but it's not listed there. I can't see it on my phone. That's why
it
I'm
is
asking.
not listed. No.
Okay.
Garrett, why don't you start us off?
40,000.
40?
Yep.
Dad, what do you think?
33.
33. Uncle Steve?
45,000, obviously.
Obviously.
Duh.
All right, Kev. It's going through your mind.
I have that exact same trailer.
With
With
the
or
pack-out.
without?
With shit inside.
Tools. Okay.
Technically
Well, then
cheating, but
You should have a good idea here of the market value minus the tools.
It's just got shelving inside, right?
Yeah.
it's called them toolboxes.
I mean, and the Keurig.
Yeah, that's
And a
true. And the
microwave.
TV. Milwaukee pack-out guys are the best. Like, they do have a lot of pride in their tools.
For sure.
This guy does not have the tools, though,
No.
unfortunately.
Well, I mean, he might. He might.
But the trailer does not. That's the important part.
I'm gonna say,
Take your time, Kevin.
I'm glad you're really
20.
thinking this over.
what guesses do we have so far?
Oh my God.
You've got 40, 33, 45.
22.
22. Trev?
What's between 33 and it's 33 to 40?
There's about 7,000 between there.
No, is that the gap?
I was gonna
33
say.
to 40.
Yeah, that's the gap.
Okay.
Man, that kid knows math. He is so smart.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean,
You nailed it, Jay.
35,000.
35.
If he's asking that much, it seems like a lot.
Well, it was 35 exactly.
All right,
Trev?
this is
no.
questionable.
Trev, this is an awkward spot that you put us all in here.
James, could you remind us of the formal protest procedure, please?
You
Yeah.
just ask, Steve.
I would
Guys'
like to
hands
do
have
a
been here the
protest.
whole time.
I mean, really, it's Garrett that has final say here. Garrett, what do you think about this?
Well, whatever. I mean, just like the rules. I mean, if you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat.
Attaboy.
All
0 points.
If you got to cheat to
0
win,
points,
I
Trevor.
think I just
You gotta
heard if
cheat
you
to
ain't
win, you're
cheating,
not a
you ain't
winner.
trying.
Guys, can we like have a like footage review on this or something? Like, how's this work?
negative
I
3
protest.
points for Trevor.
We just took a vote, Trev, and you just got 0 points.
Yeah, negative 3.
But hey, good guess, bub.
Garrett almost just got himself a point just because.
Give him a point. Give Garrett a
Didn't.
point. He
He
deserves
didn't,
it.
not yet, but he was close.
Wait, who guessed 33?
That was
I
Dad.
did.
Yeah,
That
we'll
was a
give
good guess.
Dad a point.
It was
I
a
think
good
that's
guess.
fair.
I agree.
Thanks,
Well, 'cause,
guys.
I mean, if Trev's going to cheat and just throw off the whole game,
I'm not
Right,
we
cheating.
might as well, you know?
Nobody
Uh,
real, that
wait,
trailer is
his
worth,
screen does say that
is
he's
no
not
good.
cheating.
Look,
It's
yeah,
not
you
worth
see
it.
Wait, I can't figure
We gotta meet this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you
we're
guys
gonna
don't know
hit it
who
off
that
good.
is?
Well, I feel
I
like we
thought-
do, but
I thought you guys were friends with Parade Alley.
now we
Yes.
are. All right,
This
this
got to
next
happen
one.
in real life.
This one's pretty cool. I like this one. If we remember way back, we had some kind of rat rod that looked like it was just completely thrown together, and
Mhm.
this is to the next level of that.
Oh my
So
God.
it's an '84 S15, and the guy built it about 7 years ago. It's been a fun toy to go on cruises in and drive to car shows. It draws a lot of attention, and it was actually in a music video in Tampa, Florida,
What?
for this lady's song "Born to Roam." And I will tell you, I took the liberty of watching the music video, so we didn't have to.
Yeah.
It's got about 5,000 views, so
Make it 5,001. Let's see that some bitch.
well,
like that's
maybe we
something-
could watch it. We'll watch it after because I'll probably end up revealing all the answers if I try. But you could see there, that's the gal. It wasn't. I got to say, it wasn't a terrible song. It wasn't terrible. That's all I have to say about it. But this made an appearance. It was in there for probably three 1 second periods.
Special.
That's a good comment. But anyways, you'll notice there's a couple things unique. The door seems to be just one chain. That's it. It's like got a shelf and a drawer. This looks like an actual desk, I think, that they built into the truck. The trans tunnel is license plates, as it should be. It's got a nice wood bumper. It's definitely one of a kind. You wouldn't see any others. It's built to look like a shed.
They got a tin roof on it.
It does,
Well,
yeah.
That's a hood.
It's a like corrugated metal tin roof. And then I like the one on the lower left where it's in front of like a standing metal seam roof. You really can't like they blend
No,
together
no, no.
so
But
well.
the front part of the roof is a hood off a truck, it looks like.
Oh, that
Yeah,
could
pretty
be
sure.
Oh, yeah,
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're
On
right.
the
look-
outside is
probably-
corrugated.
probably off an S10 or S15.
Look in the top
of course.
right, you could see
Yeah.
the supports on the bottom.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, dude. That's nice.
So it appears here that there's a cutout in the top right.
It's a
I-
moonroof. See how it's shaped like a
The
moon?
moon roof.
You're
Oh,
right.
it is
it
an
is.
actual moonroof. Yeah.
Yeah. And then here
You can
it's
see it on the left side. Yeah. Oh,
it's
that's
got a cover,
freaking
I believe, that comes with it.
That's pretty sweet.
But they've got
Garrett,
the Trump flag
can
in
you
the back. This
imagine
is-
driving this piece of shit to school.
I
Whoa,
know.
whoa, whoa! Let's watch our language here.
To
I'm
prom.
sorry.
Yeah. Somebody put a lot of work into that outhouse on wheels.
I'm
I know.
sorry.
I feel like this guy's going to ask a lot of money, but it's just not there.
Well, who knows, Garrett? Who knows?
You'd
Dad?
have to beat the chicks off with
It
the
has been in a
stick
music
here.
video.
It has.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, the
Maybe
cute
it'll go
gal
to a
is
truck
just sitting in
next.
there.
Who knows?
Yeah. Dad, you're gonna go first here. What do you think?
Oh, sweet. Shit, I have no idea. I'm gonna say $2,500.
$2,500.
That seems really low.
Probably.
What do you think?
I think we probably should have mentioned the fake still and the Christmas lights that are in the bed.
And the skeleton trapped in a cage. Every
Yes.
time you look at it, there's
There's just.
a phone sitting there and some
Are
fuzzy
you able
dice.
to? Are you able to zoom in on the lower right hand and see what that arrow?
I
sign
want to
says?
know, but I want to wait because I'm scared
Okay.
I'm going to scroll to the
I
next
understand.
one. So we'll
Okay.
look at it after.
Okay. Oh, I have to give you a guess. This
Ideally,
is
yes.
this is $4,000. No, I mean $4,500 all day.
4,500 all day?
Yeah.
Okay. Kev, what do you think?
5,000.
5,000? Kev, I got to say, last couple weeks, you have not been doing too hot.
I know, but now I'm watching Amber Lynn Born to Roam on YouTube.
Okay.
That truck is not in this video yet.
It is very brief. If you blink, you will miss it. Trev, what do you think?
$3,000 on the nuts.
3K on the nuts. Garrett, what do you think?
2,800.
2,800. Well, I'll tell you, this one is 3,250. God damn it,
What's
Trev.
going
Dude,
Trevor.
I'm on fire today.
We're gonna give him
What did
1
Trevor
point.
guess?
I don't
He
think.
gets 3,000.
Yeah, I don't
We're
think
gonna
he
give him
cheated
1
on this one.
point.
I mean, he's for sure cheating, but
All right,
we'll
let's
give
see
him
what
that.
this
If I
says.
was cheating, I would have guessed 3,250.
No, that's not how it
No,
works.
because you're becoming a smarter cheater.
You're smarter
not-
than that.
This
You're only
says,
getting the first one. You're doing
I
better.
think
it's good.
I think this says pictures, but spelled wrong.
Pictures
Free
free.
tips,
Pictures free.
Pictures
tips
free. Tips
appreciated.
appreciated.
but
Yeah.
but everything is spelled wrong.
Look at the
Not
rain
free.
gutter up there.
Yeah, the
I
rain
think
gutter,
that's the exhaust
that's
pipe.
exhaust.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
every,
no,
this
that's
is just a
that's
gem.
natural. You expect that.
This is just a gem. Every time you look, there's one more thing that.
Oh, the Yosemite Sam mud flaps. Those are
Is that-
sick.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that a solo cup as a brake light?
Oh, you're right.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's just
wow.
cool shit here.
I
Lots
feel
of-
kind of bad for Amber. She in 4 years she's gotten 5.6 thousand views
Yeah.
on this video.
About to
Hey, look,
fix
there's
that.
there's like a rat and a dead rat pulling the strings, and
And a
another rat
bomb.
sitting there, and another one there.
And a box.
Three
Did you
over
see
here.
that the two headlight casings are just different?
Yeah.
They
I
look
mean,
like
that's cool.
spittoons, no?
Yeah, one of them
Maybe
does. The
not.
one on the right does.
Yeah.
I don't know what the one.
This
on
is
the
a
left
one of a
is.
kind piece for sure.
You don't say.
The
For
moon
real
roof is
there.
sweet, though. That should be.
I mean, I like that they took that so literally, and they were like,
Yeah.
"We're gonna shape it like a moon."
Mm.
Crescent
Yeah,
moon.
and then like rat rod and a bunch of rats. Pretty cool.
Tetanus shot. That's a
All
good
right.
one, Chris.
Well, that was listing number 5. So this is our last one here, and Garrett, not sure if you're familiar, but the last
Chris Hansen.
the last listing, we guess both the price and the location. We'll go one at a time, but it makes it a little bit more interesting, and all of the points are up for grabs. I'll give you 1,000,000 points if you can pinpoint the zip code. So this next one is an amphibious boat bus.
Oh yeah.
Now, it doesn't currently run. It's got no motors, no title, which I don't even know what the hell you title this as. And it was on the property when the guy bought it. It's 40 foot long. And he was told that they used to drive it into the ocean and around the pier. I'm not sure completely on the mechanics of this, but it says it has bags that lift off the tires, but it needs an air compressor to do so. So I don't know if you need a boat motor and a drive motor, or if there's some real engineering at play here or what. But I think a little bit of TLC, this thing could be sweet. I think we're going to start this one off with Uncle Kev.
Oh, no. I just watched that whole video. I didn't see that truck one time.
We'll go back and watch it afterwards. I'll show you.
I feel bad. She should have more views than that. But
It wasn't a bad song, right? I mean,
well, I didn't listen to it. I watched it on silent.
okay.
Just visually, it seemed okay.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? A bus? Boat?
It's
boat
it's a
bus.
boat bus. No motor.
That could be.
We're guessing price first. We'll go back and do location later.
Yeah, I'm doing for the. That could be probably. He was told that it used to drive. I'm gonna say $5,000.
$5,000. Trev?
Yeah, I was thinking $7,000.
7?
Oh, it's 7,150. Okay.
7125 actually.
Garrett?
71.
$4,200.
4,200. Steve?
$7,001.
$7,001. Yeah, that's a good strategy.
That was
Dad?
really good.
What do you think? Last guess.
I think the guy wants to get the piece of shit off his property. I'm going to go 2,500.
2,500. All right. Well, Dad, why don't we start with you? We're going to go back the other way and do the location. Where do you think it was listed from?
South Carolina.
Whereabouts, South Carolina?
On the eastern side. I don't know any towns, but I'm going to say
That's fair.
eastern.
Steve?
So I've been thinking about this. I kind of wish I wasn't going early because I got to give my strategy here. But this is very clearly near the ocean.
You would think.
Or a lake.
They used to drive it to the ocean and around the pier.
And it probably
see
couldn't have made
some-
it very far.
I wouldn't. Well, maybe it could, but you certainly wouldn't want to. I see palm trees.
Shit, I didn't see the palm tree.
I'm not thinking that it's in Texas. I don't think it's too far up the eastern seaboard. I don't think this is on the West Coast. I'm going with Florida. I'm going with Daytona Beach, Florida.
Daytona Beach, Florida. I like it. Kev?
I like the dude that just guessed Michigan because that's closer to the ocean.
Yeah, it might be a Great Lake though.
But it said the ocean.
But it does say into the ocean and around the pier.
Dude, this would be
that got
amazing on the Great
confused.
Lakes.
No, Michigan.
Oh
is.
yeah, I was gonna say Colorado, but I won't say that.
No, you should say that.
Did anybody say Louisiana yet?
Nope.
No, Trevor's going to say that in a minute. No, he says Arkansas, I think.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Louisiana.
Louisiana.
It's a
You
pretty
want
good
to
guess.
give a guess within, or
Yeah, maybe is Baton Rouge by the ocean? Baton Rouge.
not
Just
quite?
give me a-
But
Give me a city by the ocean. Just give me
No,
one by
just say
the
the
ocean.
south. How
Well,
about
like
just say
New
the south
Orleans?
part of
South New Orleans, below.
Jesus Christ?
okay,
Wait, what's
we'll,
that place?
we'll
New
put you off
Orleans.
there.
It's in New Orleans.
Just-
Okay.
Yes.
Is that by the ocean?
Yep. Trev.
Nolans. Yep.
I'm thinking Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola.
Yeah, it's probably actually looks like Florida. Yeah.
Garrett. Last guess. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about as south as Mississippi gets.
Okay, I like it.
It's a good guess.
It's actually pretty good too.
So this guy should, if it's on the Gulf side, he should have said it goes into the Gulf as opposed to the ocean.
So we're
The
already
Gulf of
making
America?
excuses,
Yeah.
or-
I'm not saying I'm
Um,
protesting. I'm just saying.
well,
Oh no,
I
it
can
says
tell ya.
Daytona?
Shoot.
that it was listed for 2,500. So, Dad,
Yeah.
it's
Worst ball.
the dead on answer there.
Nice work, Brian.
Great
Thank you.
job. And
Oh yeah, Steve got it.
location wise, I believe Steve is going to get it. It's up kind of between Jacksonville and Daytona Beach.
I've never heard of the name of that place.
Well, it's
Is
a
it-
smaller town, but
I figured.
definitely way further than Mississippi or Pensacola. So, but I think they were both valid guesses. Unfortunately, no points. I'm going to say, Steve, you're going to get 3 points for Daytona, Florida.
Good job,
you.
Steve.
As
Thank you.
somebody
It doesn't
pointed
give you the
out
win, but
in the comments there, it did say Daytona down there. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but
oh wait, scroll left.
There's
Says
a phone
Daytona
number.
Beach, Florida, right there.
Oh,
it does
that
say
part's
Daytona
different.
Beach, Florida. I
It
mean,
feels like Steve should get maybe like 12 points.
Yeah,
well, I
give him
gave you
more points.
3,
I'm just
But-
teasing, man.
but I mean, I do appreciate that you think that for sure. I sort of doubt that old Trolley Boats still has a reservations and info
You're probably right.
number active, but whatever. I'd say we should take a look at this music video. But before we do that, we should do a quick recap of the score. And Trevor, 5 points, quite impressive. You definitely did not earn any more than that. And
I was gonna
Dad,
say 8, but whatever.
5 points. You definitely earned all of those legitimately. So we have a tie for first place. Second place is
Sweet.
Uncle Steve, 3 points. It was a good guess at the end, but
Thank you.
unfortunately,
Good job,
just
Steve.
not a great showing throughout.
It's a day late and a dollar short.
Yep. Kev, Garrett,
Yeah.
Bottom of the barrel.
I mean, it
It's all right.
happens. Kev,
Do you have a
high
tiebreaker
hopes.
for these two?
Garrett, there's 2 people that didn't cheat for sure.
And that's us.
well, I don't have a
It's okay. I'm just wondering, like,
Well-
if we're just going to let them be co-champions or
no,
how
of
that works.
course not. We don't do it
No,
like
let's
that
come
here.
up with something.
What we're
Push-ups.
gonna do
How
is
many push-ups?
we're not gonna do push-ups. We're just gonna go to the location on this beauty here. Now, I see that it says it is in AA music video in Tampa, Florida, but it is not listed in Tampa, Florida, not listed in Florida at all. So you may want to keep that in mind, but it's this is just for Trev and Dad here. Again, not listed in Florida. What do you think location wise? Trev, we're going to start off with you since you so clearly cheated.
I'm gonna say somewhere in Mississippi.
Mississippi. Okay. Dad, what do you think?
Hey, can you do me a favor and zoom in on the picture in the bottom center?
Oh, if you can figure it
St.
out.
Petersburg, Florida. Try that. That's where Amber's from. The girl in the video.
That's in
It's
Texas.
not in Florida, but
Got to be
Oh,
from
never mind.
Texas.
Texas.
I think
I
that's right.
I have no
I
idea.
think that's a Texas plate, Brian.
Well,
No,
I can
the-
tell
the
you,
white-
I don't know if it's a Texas
Oh.
plate. I can see that one of those plates is very clearly not Texas, and yep,
Tennessee.
that's a Tennessee plate, and it is
Ah.
in Tennessee, Central Tennessee. So, Trevor, as much as this pains me to do it, we're gonna give you the win. Again, it hurt.
Congratulations,
Well
Trevor.
played, Trevor. Well played.
I mean,
You really
you
earned
walked
it,
the
bro.
line just enough where you made it just enough believable that you weren't cheating.
Yeah.
Um,
I just want to thank my family and my friends for
any family members in particular that you want to thank? or-
Yeah, Trev.
just all you guys for being here and giving me this opportunity to kick everybody's ass. It was pretty good.
I mean, come on, Trev. This is a family show. Anyways, that's all we have from the marketplace perspective.
Trevor's gone.
Man, isn't that
Oh, you
just a
guys have
great
control
option?
over that now?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
pretty
That's
awesome.
Brian's loving the control.
Well, so I don't have any more marketplace, but I do think it would be worth at least just playing a little bit of this music video.
Yeah.
Maybe she can play us out tonight.
See the truck, yeah.
Now that I have the power to do that.
It'll be interesting with sound. See what this thing sounds like.
Yeah. So let's see if this works here. Can you guys hear the sound
can.
enough to let me know?
We can see it. We can't hear anything yet.
Yeah, this is how I watched it before.
Can you hear it or no?
I don't know.
No.
I'm afraid we cannot.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not too good at this stuff yet.
Oh,
But
hit the little speaker thing.
I already did.
Yeah, I don't
It's-
know.
That's all right.
Smoking a cigar, playing a guitar, singing into a gas pump.
Well,
It's like
I'll
totally
show
normal
you.
stuff.
Yeah, where's that truck at?
I'll show you. Just give me a second. It's very easy to miss.
I like because she
Really
saves a
missed-
lot of money on like production stuff, but it's probably a good video.
Yeah, she definitely. Oh, here it is, right here. Bang.
Oh,
That's
wow,
what-
that's true.
That's
Oh, yeah.
easy to miss. Yep.
By the
So-
way, good paused work. That was really well done.
No problem. I did my research.
It's very hard to see that she's actually in a truck. Like you could just be like, "Why is that girl in an outhouse?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Her
kind of the
guitar
beauty
case.
of it. But yeah,
Hmm.
so that's the truck. I imagine that the guy kind of talked it up to be like, oh yeah, this was like in a music
He
video.
didn't lie. He didn't
I'm
lie.
pretty
star
sure
of
he
the
was just
video.
driving by, saw the camera, and they asked if they could sit in the truck and take a picture. But yeah,
Oh, that's frozen. Like that's just a still shot during the video. It's not like she's acting.
no, you can see her wave a little bit. Watch. Here,
Oh, it
we'll
was-
slow motion it.
She looks
Okay.
like Jenny. She just left the Black
It's-
Panther thing.
Very dangerous. to
She-
stand.
she
Oh yeah,
waves.
no, that's okay. Yeah,
And that's it. Then we're back in a
That
bar.
was quick.
boy, that was quick.
Yeah.
Well, look at the rest of
mean-
the. That's a weird.
I'm gonna be in Tampa next week. Maybe I should or this weekend, I guess. We'll see if I could find the bar or the railroad tracks. Or
I'm glad you didn't say the girl because I was gonna be like, bro, that's called stalking. Don't do that.
No. Wouldn't do that.
No, you did it right. I get it. You look for those things.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
Nice work tonight, Jay.
Oh hell, I'm just here.
Good job, Jay.
No, James, you did great. I think we were pretty successful as our first night on our own without the adults helping us. So I'm proud of everybody.
Impressive.
Garrett, thank you for being here. Thanks for being our friend. And
Thanks for having.
Look, I mentioned it on Facebook, but our families have been friends for well over 30 years. So
Oh yeah.
I'm glad to see you and our youngest generation keeping the torch
Oh, yeah.
lit and taking it on. So
Yes, sir. Thank you.
we look forward to seeing you this weekend. Best of luck the rest of your junior year and go ahead and finish out your senior year.
I think
Oh
it's
yeah. Thank you.
probably good policy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think your dad will probably
See what
let you
happens.
still live at home if you do that. So,
Oh yeah.
anyways, excited to see what you do in your future. You're definitely an awesome young man, and you
I
and
appreciate it.
Trevor and James and people like you guys give us hope for the future. So, that's all I have. Thank you everybody for watching. Anybody
Well,
else got
real
anything
quick.
to close out with?
Real quick, Garrett, we asked you before if there was anything you'd change about polling, and kind of along those lines, is there anything you would change about this show or anyone in particular that you would get rid of?
Good question. Whoa.
I mean, just
Offensive.
broad. It doesn't. You don't have to give a great answer. Just any. You could hint maybe at who you would get rid of, or anything you'd change. I mean, it doesn't have to be someone you get rid of.
As much as we don't like cheating, it is fun to have on the show, so might as well keep it.
Ooh, wow.
Not a boy game.
Oh shit.
That's bullshit.
That's
Well,
a good call.
That's
out.
great.
Garrett, thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate you all, and hopefully we'll see you all next Monday if we're still allowed to come on here.
If we don't
Yeah,
get our privileges taken away.
Who knows?
So.
All right.
All
Good
right,
job,
guys.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Congratulations.
Just saying.